Hey y'all, what's good? What's good? What's good? I hope you guys have been doing well and taking care of yourselves and all of that good stuff and whatever and what not. Okay, so this is part two of the water sign message. All right, um, my phone died, y'all. I was tripping, was not paying attention at all. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe that has some type of resonance with you guys. You guys could be doing something, and honey, just not paying attention to your phone. So keep your phone charged. Okay, okay. Um, or maybe that's just how you feel, like within your body, like you could feel drained, right? So definitely make sure you get you some recharge. The good thing that actually this correlates with, now that I'm processing it, we ended part one speaking to the fact that you know possibly may need to, or maybe that's what you've been working on, is nourishing yourself. And um, the thing is, some of you guys, even though you may feel like you've been nourishing yourself, doing, just like your regular general upkeep, for many of you, this may be your regular general upkeep. And if it's not, then spirit is guiding you to, create some type of um, self-care routine for yourself. But, getting your having your spa days, your mani pedis, that whole thing. Um, but the thing is, spirit is saying, yes, that may be your form of self-care and, a way of relaxation and whatnot. But at this time, there needs to be a full-blown focus on like spiritually cleansing yourself. Okay. So that just um, ties into what I was saying about like my phone dying, and like, you may be feeling drained and needing to recharge. So, implement things that can recharge you up, can gas you up. Okay. So making sure you're like exercising, watching the things that you're putting in your body, taking spiritual baths and showers. Okay. Lighting white candles, cutting on high vibrational frequencies, just whatever mechanisms you have for yourself, right? That assist you with your spiritual cleansing. If you go get a Reiki, have a Reiki session, that type of thing, right? So, um, but someone is proud of you. Now, this could be just your angels, just wanting to tap in and let you know, like, they're proud of you, okay? But I'm getting an energy like this could be a past person, or this could even be like this person that maybe you're needing to separate yourself from, or that you already have separated yourself from. It's like this person, although know that the situation may not be favorable for them, in a sense, they're still proud of you because they see your growth. They acknowledge that you choose you over anyone outside of you. They acknowledge that you want to nourish yourself and you are working on growing and evolving and becoming a better you. So I love that for you. I think that's a really important thing that we all have to do. And so I'm being guided to specifically speak to that saying, which is something I say a lot, or I have said many times. I'm pretty sure I've said this in my book as well. Um, but you know, always choose you. Always choose you. Yes, it may come off as selfish to some people, but I could almost guarantee you the people that feel like you choosing yourself, right? You loving yourself, you making sure that you are good first. The people that feel like that's selfish, I guarantee you they're people that are only upset and calling you selfish because they benefited from your lack of choosing you, from your lack of putting yourself first, because you were wanting to people please, and you wanted people to like you wanted people to love you, you wanted to people to feel like you were there for them and supportive, and all these things, when in reality, it's like, okay, if I'm pouring more into you than I'm pouring into myself, that means at some point in time, I'm going to possibly have a lack or have a dry well. So, how could I continue to do that if my well is dry? If I have no more to pour, then not only am I at a loss, but there's nothing more that I can provide for you. And what happens for people who seek out beneficial things from you? It's like, well, once it's gone. Where are they at? Like, they want to be where they can benefit, right? So they may venture off elsewhere, right? So just, keep that in mind. Okay, always choose you. Somebody just needs to hear that. Now, for some of you guys, you may be in this mode of, so I'm gonna say this. One, I'm gonna speak from personal experience, but two, I'm gonna just speak to what I'm getting. So first, just to speak to what I'm getting this energy of, it's like you guys have went into the separation, or broken up, divorced, whatever went on, removed yourself from certain friends and family, and now it's like you kind of in this, I'm outside, like that was like a saying, wasn't it? I mean, people still say it, but it was like a big thing, I think, last year, if I'm not mistaken, or like the past 2 years, because basically after the whole pandemic passed, that was the thing, right? Because everybody was isolated indoors, and then everybody's like, I'm outside, that whole thing. Matter of fact, Yo Gotti had a song, back outside. We back outside, back outside, back outside. But anyway, shout out to Yo Gotti. I love me some Yo Gotti music. Anywho, but yeah, so you could just be in this mode of like, I'm outside, just whatever, want to be free because you free now, in a sense. But I don't really, here's the thing. Spirit wants you to really just do your healing work. Do your healing work. Yes, go have fun, okay? And they not saying like, they ain't trying to be a party pooper and rain on your parade. Of course not. Spirit does not, that's not how spirit operates. Okay, at least not the high vibrational spirits that we talk about. But they just like, they don't want you to get distracted from your goal. Your goal ultimately is to evolve. That is your overall goal, right? To better yourself, to better your finances, to nourish yourself, to not be in a state of fear, okay, to accept, process, and move forward from this separation, um more empowered, with lessons that have been learned, right? Not feeling like you took a loss, right? But just lessons that have been learned. So they don't really want you to kind of go outside and be like in this full blown outside mode where you kind of like double back, or you set yourself back, or anything like that. It's like, just keep working on yourself, because that is something that some of you guys may even like literally told somebody that, like, you may have been like, I'm just working on myself right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe there's people who've approached you, wanted to like date you, or maybe that's like, that was your kind of last conversation with this person before y'all went into separation. Like, once you realize like what it was, and he was like, you know what, I just need to work on myself. Like, this just ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that may have been what you said to this person. Okay. And y'all please excuse any noise in the background. Okay. I do have a child, and honey, he's playing some game. So apologize for the noise. And I did not say in this message, because this is a second part, so some of you guys may come across this prior to seeing the initial video. If you do, I would suggest you go watch the first one first and then come back, okay? But look, if not, it is what it is. You could be quite a wise one and know how to just piece things together and whatnot, okay? The message is still valid regardless. But for those of you who are new to this channel, hey love, okay, I hope you are doing well. I would love for you to tap the subscribe button and go check out some of the other videos on the channel, okay, as they may resonate with you in your present time, as time is fluid, okay. What else? Hit the like button if this video does resonate with you in some way, shape, or form. Share it to a friend or a loved one that you feel may resonate with this as well, so that they can get their message, okay? If it is yours, receive it to be so. If it does not flow, let it go, and do not force anything to fit. Bits and pieces of the message could apply to you, if not the full message, okay? All right, so I had to throw that out there because I did not. And let me Spirit already with us, but I'm gonna just welcome Spirit in, because I did not do that before I will start flowing into the messages, because I was trying to make sure that I stayed in the flow of the energy of the message. So give me a second, y'all. Holy Spirit of pure divine white light of the Most High God, I call you into this message. I ask that you grant me the ability to deliver clear and concise messages to the water signs as you see fit. We thank you for all that you are, all that you have been, and all that you will continue to be. Amen. Okay. All right, y'all. So back to what I was saying. Actually, let me take a sip of mine before I get to rolling. Hold on, bub. I'm still recording, okay? Hold on. Let me finish the message. Okay. Now, back to what I was saying. So I got out your part of what I'm getting here with the outside for you. But I just want to speak to a personal something so that, because one thing that I although I'm faceless as of this moment, for those of you who y'all smart, like I really ain't faceless. I'm in no way am I hiding myself on this page. I'm really not. If you're smart enough, there's a way to find out who I am, like by my face. Okay. If you just some of y'all already know who I am, like, and not to say like that, like that, but just you've been able to see my face, you've been able to go find my social media page or whatever, because it's really not that hard. I promise you, it's not like I'm hiding. I would prefer to build a page, and then maybe later decide to do videos where you see my face or whatever, but I just really want you guys to focus on your message, because that's really what is the important part of all of this, is you receiving the message that you need to receive. It's not about seeing what I look like, my face, what my hair look like today, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not really important. But anyway, I say all that to say, I just want to share my own personal experience with kind of this energy right here. Just, so like I do relate to y'all in many ways, or at least whoever resonates with this message. But anyway, and just also to be very clear that, like, when I talk to y'all, I know sometimes it could come off like I don't know, like maybe I know it all, or like I'm trying to be perfect, or I don't know. Everybody comes with their own perception of how they see you and whatnot. But I just definitely want to be very clear that, like, I am a living I am a living spiritual being having a human experience, no different than you. Okay, I have been through many things. I have been toxic. I have been high vibrational, low vibrational, in between. You hear me? So I'm no different than any person that comes across these videos. All right. So yeah, that's just a little disclaimer I just feel like putting out there. But anywho, so there's been a couple times where I had this energy, right? So one time specifically, I went through some like kind of crazy situation, and I was definitely much younger. I was maybe, oh wow, maybe 20, 21-ish, 20, 21, something like that, very young. And so, I was dating someone, but real fond of this person. We weren't really the exclusive where it was like, oh, you're my boyfriend, I'm your girlfriend. But like, we were just, dealing with each other on that level, right? But some things happened, transpired. We end up parting ways. This person, hold on one second, y'all. Breathe, Bubba. Breathe. Come on, you got it. Breathe. Breathe. You okay? Calm down. Come on, you got it. Breathe. Take your breath, baby. You gotta get your breath. Okay? Take your breath. You got it right there. Come on. Come on. Breathe. Come on, bud. You got it. Breathe. Come on. It's right there, baby. Good job. You got it right there. Good job. Okay. You're all right. Okay. Let me get you, what you can call it. My fire, y'all. Hold on one second. I just done threw the mic. Is it cool? You good? Okay. Okay, my fault, y'all. I done, let me get this situated because I know that noise is aggravating. Hold on. Okay. So, let me take a deep breath. Give me a second. All right. So, excuse the interception. Or no, what's that called? I can't think. Is it intercession? Intercession? Yes, intercession. Okay. Um. Yeah, my fault, y'all. So, for those of you who do not know and you're just not coming across this video, I do have a child who has seizures. He has epilepsy. So, unfortunately, he just had a moment. Okay. So, we had to feel me go through that. So if you did hear it and it kind of made you feel some way, I do apologize for you having to experience that. Okay. For those of you who do actually care, he is okay. He's just now in his like recovery mode. So anywho, moving forward, what was I speaking to? Oh, my personal experience. So um me and that person end up like basically parting ways, and like this person moved out of state, and we kept in contact, but it was very mild. Okay. And so while that person was away, like just how everything kind of played out, I just felt the way. um so I just, went on about living my life, but I was in that mode because like my feelings were her 18 on the timer. Okay, that may resonate with someone. Also, 99. Okay, which this it could speak to the ending of this connection we were talking about in your message. All right, or just things are coming to an end, whether it be just how you're feeling, like you just still being in the emotions of this, like you're just going to be able to come up out of that, like I said, just getting into your spiritual cleanse and whatnot. But me and so due to that situation, I felt the way, I was in my feelings, and I just kind of went in this like I'm outside mode, was on some like F these F these dudes, I'm gonna treat them how they treat us, da da da, that type of thing. Swearing I was a little pimp slash player, but whatever. Anyway, but I had to learn certain lessons within that as well, right? Um, and then just the same kind of went into that mode again another time a little later, because that person and I ended up getting back together. And after going through a relationship for many years, end up separating, right? And so I kind of went back into that mode, not full blown, but lightweight briefly. Okay. So I personally can resonate with this energy, and it's I get it, but like let's just be real, and let's be real with ourselves here. It can stem from being hurt. It can stem from you possibly wanting to like make the person feel some way, and it doesn't have to be. That could just be for some people, right? Um, but it also could just stem from you like wanting to go do things to distract yourself from how you feel. Which, don't get me wrong, yes, you should go and do things to uplift your spirits and not be sitting in the house sulking and crying and being devastated about anything, right? But I do encourage you to, because I don't recall, I want to say was it a download message or a general message? I believe I just had a couple of days ago where we talked about like just actually purging and actually like feeling the feelings and processing them for what they are and releasing them, right? Actually crying and knowing that it's okay to cry, because you have to get it out. If you just leave it all in and you let it bottle itself up, you become angry and bitter and just harboring these emotions that are unhealthy to you and anyone outside of you, right? So, definitely, go out and have a good time, but don't overdo it so much so that you kind of set yourself back, or you're putting yourself in the line of certain temptations that don't advance you, or you're just putting yourself in certain spaces around certain people that really like aren't in alignment with where you are headed. You feel what I'm saying? So, just be mindful of that. Like, definitely just make sure that you have that moment where, no, like I say, don't sit and sulk in the emotions. Okay, don't sit there and be just crying and crying and crying for days on end, and don't open your windows, don't open your door, don't go outside. Like, don't do that. Okay. But you do, you could take a day and just feel that and get that out. You know what I'm saying? And for some of y'all, yes, I can't put a time on how long it takes you to heal and express yourself and get over anything. So I'm not saying it in that context, right? Because we all process things differently. But I am saying, do your best to just try to get it all out at one time. If you got to cut on the sad music, cut the sad music on, sing it, cry it out, holler, scream, punch a pillow, whatever. Okay. But just get it out and move forward. You know what I'm saying? At least not to say like move forward, just jump into another relationship. No, like actually heal. But what I'm saying is make sure that you don't, just stay in the house and shut yourself away from the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get up, go out, have a good time, laugh with your girlfriends or your homeboys, go watch a game, go play a game, go dress up, get cute, that whole thing, right? But just don't allow yourself to, restrict yourself to harboring those feelings and just sitting in them too long. All right. But okay, so moving forward. Now, some of y'all could, so either you already smoke, and I'm talking about it was a reader on here. She had me cracking up because I came across her video and she said what she referred to it as. She said Maria Juanita. Anyway, some of y'all could smoke Maria Juanita. Okay, yeah, anywho. Um, or maybe you used to in the past and you stopped, and maybe like just kind of due to all of this, you kind of been having the inkling to do so, or maybe just due to you being back outside and hanging around certain people is now prompting and putting it in your face. Okay. Just be mindful. Like, if you already had certain reasoning as to why you were not smoking, and it doesn't have to be Mary. I said Mary. Anyway, y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. It don't have to be that, right? It could be anything, whether it's, black and miles, vaping, um, what I'm trying, cigarettes, whatever it is, right? And you stop. And the reason you stop, like, it's like, don't forget why you initially stopped and you weren't doing this in the first place. Okay. So if you choose to, indulge, okay, cool, indulge. But just be mindful of why you told yourself like you weren't doing that in the first place. Okay. Um, and for some of y'all, like, it's gonna take you like you're gonna have to like really work with yourself. Like, you're gonna have to be strong in it. Some of y'all, like, this could be an issue. Like, you, anytime like issues arise or your feelings are hurt or you kind of going through things that are heavy on you, like, you tend to turn to going to smoke. Um, Now, this could have absolutely nothing to do with like this whole separation thing. This could just be something that someone's dealing with personally. Like um working on you've been working on, like, not smoking. Okay. This makes me think too. I just had a message where I was talking about somebody having a relative that had, an issue of sobriety. Okay. And them needing, someone's help during this time, because like they it's like they're really in the space of really wanting to no longer do certain things, but because of their environment atmosphere, it's just kind of like right in their face. um and it's kind of like a make or break type of situation or time for the person. Whereas basically, like, if they keep continuing on to do said things, like, it could potentially be very harmful for them. All right. And so, um just be mindful. At this time, it's really important for you to just be strong when it comes to certain things, like certain addictions and habits, that you've already told yourself you weren't doing. So do your best to not revert back to things that you've already basically evolved from and grown from. Like I say, even if you do choose to, you're an adult, right? You can make your own choices and do what you do. But just always be mindful of why you even, what I'm saying, told yourself you weren't going to do it from the get-go. All right. That way, if you do indulge a little bit, cool, you got your little fix. All right, boom. Yeah, I'm cool. I ain't even about to keep investing my body or my money into that. Okay. Some of you guys may have to be strategic about it in some way. So maybe it just calls for you only smoking when you are like doing it socially. So that goes back to also speaking to you being outside. Okay, so that could hopefully be kind of something that you balance out, where you, like I say, like, if you're gonna hang out, cool, hang out, but don't do that too much, because then you're putting yourself in the line of um potentially temptation of certain things. Okay, and so you just need to be strategic about um just the way you're moving forward. Okay, also, some of you guys could just be strategizing when it comes to wanting to build your finances up. Now, this also, going back to smoke, you could have so some of y'all could have separated from that person because, like, they were spending too much money on smoking, and it was having an issue when it comes to it was creating an issue when it comes to, like, the financial aspects of your connection. Okay, like, y'all could have had like a joint bank account, or maybe this person, like, I don't know, maybe you were the person who made more money in the connection, and you were handling a lot of the obligations, and you looking up like, okay, so what's up, like, you paying for this or you doing this, and the person like, man, I just bought a pound of da da da, and you like, look, like, so you just not gonna put nothing on these bills, like, you worry about that over making sure that we got what we need and blah 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 type deal. So maybe you're just in the space of strategizing and trying to figure out how you about to regain and rebuild your bag. Okay. Now, for some of you guys, this person that you separated from, they are having a tough time sleeping. Um, but you, on the other end, I feel as though you're not. I feel as though you are, you sleeping like a baby. Now, for some of y'all, that's what I say. So take the messages as they are. It's going to be a different situation for everybody. And please, this is why it's important for us to know ourselves. You know who you are. You know what works for you. You know what don't. And if you do not, it's time to start creating a strategy, start paying attention to your body, and acknowledging what does actually work for you, what your body is telling you. Okay. Um, some of you guys could, like, that could be your strategy for, like, maybe you were having trouble sleeping, but you notice when you do smoke, like, you actually get to sleep. So for some of y'all, it could be literally like your medicine to help you sleep. Okay. Now, for some of y'all, this person is embarrassed because they've had to explain this situation to, like, some family or friends, and they looking at him or her like, really? Like, Like that's what we doing out here. Like we choosing certain things over making sure we handle this and that. Okay. Okay. So, this person could be embarrassed. I mean, you could even also possibly be embarrassed just because, maybe you stuck your head out on a limb to be with this person. This could be someone who, initially going into it, you kind of questioned it, or people may have told you, like, man, I don't know if that's a good idea because woo, woo. You was like, nah, like, I love him. Or he was like, like, nah, man, she the one, that whole thing. And, unfortunately, things may not have turned out the way that y'all thought it would, right? But I do feel like we got well wishes out here. I do believe that you guys do have someone who like really does hope and pray that this works out for y'all. It could be close family, maybe they know the whole situation and they're just like really hoping y'all get it together, you know what I'm saying? But they're allowing y'all the space and not to be like criticizing y'all and trying to tell y'all how to handle your situation. They just letting y'all figure it out for yourselves. Okay. I also just feel like this could even be this person. Like this person knows that, they probably just didn't make the best choices and decisions. And so not only, like I said before, they're proud of you for, just standing in, basically putting your foot down and standing on business, as people are saying now. But like they send you well wishes. Like I don't feel like this person like, has a heavy heart aside from like, being embarrassed. Um, but I do feel like they still want to see the best for you. So that's good. This person may not have said anything to you because they don't really know what to say. It says, I don't know what to say to you. So they're embarrassed. They don't know what to say to you. They're having trouble sleeping. Um, but the thing is, I do feel like if this person does gain the courage, or if this is you, um, it's like if you gain the courage to speak up and express yourself, whether it be just to apologize, whether it be just to let this person know, like, look, I know, like, we ain't on the best of terms, and I know, like, you may not want to be together moving forward, but I do just want to let you know that, like, I am proud of you for, standing on what you said. I am working on myself, to be a better person, even if that's not us getting back together. But I still want to see you win, so I'm just working on some type of strategy to, be a better person for myself and for whoever, going forward. Yeah, like this person's realizing that they was feeling themselves and that was not it. They like, man, I was feeling myself a little too much and it done got me out here embarrassed. Like, so, yeah, I feel like this person's rethinking things and they're acknowledging that like they was tripping. So it is a good thing. So honey, you out here got folk checking themselves, okay? Wanting to do better. Because it does feeling myself, yeah, it's like this. Yeah, they not feeling themselves no more. They actually could be saying some really negative things to themselves. Because we got be kind to yourself. So, you know, if you are cross watching, okay, be kind to yourself. We all look, everybody done screwed up at some point in time. Everybody done said something or did something that was embarrassing for themselves at some point in time. And if they haven't, baby, they must not be a spiritual being having a human experience. I'm gonna say that because I don't care who you are, where you from, what you got going on, what you look like. You've had some type of embarrassing moment, even if it's just you tripping a little bit on nothing, like literally, just walking and then you just have a random tripping moment and there's not even nothing there. Okay. Or just whatever, just having a period of where, source humbles you. Okay, because we all do at some point in time. So, it is what it is, but this is your message, water signs. I hope that it was helpful. This is part 2. Okay, just want to reiterate that. So if you have not seen part 1, definitely go check out part 1. Make sure you guys like the video. If it resonated in any way, let me know down in the comment section how it did as well. All right, and I just want to let you guys know that I love y'all, and yeah, any info that you need, look down in the description box, okay? And reach out to your girl if you need to. All right, I love y'all. Y'all have a great day. Y'all take care. See ya.